As you guys know, there's a ongoing debate about healthcare, going between two sides. One thinks that there should be a completely free market and just complete no government intervention whatsoever, and then the other side says there should be universal healthcare in which everybody gets care through the government and everyone pays a little bit higher taxes and all this different stuff. So what you're about to see right now is actually one of the clips that sometimes restores my faith in certain corporate pundits. But this guy's his name is Ali Velshi. You should really check him out, I guess. I mean, he's spitting facts and he's really checking these guys, and we know a history of MSNBC hosts who do that, like Ed Schultz, and then they'll get kicked off the air. So I'm calling it right now. He's probably not going to last all that long. But so he has Representative Jim Jordan from Ohio, and he's basically spitting a bunch of conservative talking points. Check it out here.
Families. And I was just saying to Bill Kristol, nowhere on the face of the earth is there a free health insurance market that works. If you could point me to one and say, that a free market works, it's just one of those areas that a free market doesn't work.
It will work much better than it's working now under complete government control of healthcare, for goodness sake. Do you think people are satisfied now? How about people in the individual market who went from paying, single people individual market went from paying $100, $200 a month to paying $500, $600 a month for a $6,000 deductible policy?
You know, sir, that in all those countries, all the developed countries that have single payer systems or universal health care, happiness about health care is actually substantially greater than it is in the United States.
Then why do they all come here? Why do they all come here for treatment?
They don't all come here. Republicans say that all the time. They don't all come here. They don't all come here. People in Canada, people in Norway, people in the United Kingdom, people in Sweden, people in Denmark, they don't all come to the United States for health care. Why do you say that?
Well, because you see it all the time. People in Canada come here for extensive surgery. They come here and get it done in the United States.
Sir, I grew up in Canada. I live in Canada. My entire family's in Canada. Nobody I know ever came to the United States for health care. I'm sure you have a handful of stories about things like that. It's not actually statistically true.
Yeah, well, you think of
the fact that you keep on saying that a free market works.
So you guys just saw that clip. He got absolutely destroyed and dismantled. Holy crap. Okay, so first off, there's the question there that he dodged because he couldn't answer it. He says, point to me one world example of which there's a free market healthcare system that works. He dodged it because there is none. He couldn't come up with one. There is none. When you ask for universal health care, or at least a two-tier system, it's almost across the globe. You have Spain, the United Kingdom, Denmark, Sweden, all these different countries, right? All these different countries, Canada. Ask Canada how many people die because they don't have access to basic health care insurance. They're going to laugh at you and think you're retarded that a government would allow its people to die because they can't afford health care. They would literally laugh at you. 25,000 through 45,000 people die every single year because they lack access to basic fucking health care. And these are supposed to be the moral Christian guys. My ass moral Christian guys. So Bernie Sanders wants to do is we raise taxes, but it will save families money because they won't be paying premiums anymore. So it'll save low-income and middle-class earners about, I believe, $5,000 on average per year because they won't be paying premiums. They'll instead pay a little bit of taxes into it. Then we get everybody covered so that you can't get sick and just fucking die. We see this all over the country. Places like Canada is a great example. And then there's the whole thing. He brings up the fact, this is a great point actually, because people say, oh, premiums rising. Premiums have always risen. It's a fact of life, okay? Raising of premiums is a fact of life. And the fact that it's not going down under your plan is actually much more counterintuitive than you thought. So, actually what the true facts is, the data, it shows that the premiums have always gone up, right? Even before Obamacare with the whole free market, where people could just fucking die because they didn't want to give you health insurance. It actually is going up slower than it did before. Going up slower. So there really is no talking point. And then he brings up, why are all these people coming here? Why are they all coming here? There's one example, and there was this Canadian mayor, I think, who came to America to get some kind of surgery. But what they don't realize is that he said that it's because they didn't want to pay for it. So it's literally the same criticism they have for free market healthcare. The same criticism they have for free market healthcare is the criticism that they're using for that. So in essence, what I'm trying to say is the solution is, he said that they didn't want to pay for it. So the solution is you need more government regulation, not more free market capitalism, because that benefits the vast minority. But a majority of people don't come from those countries to get healthcare here. If you can show me a statistic in which a substantial sample size of people from those countries come to America for healthcare, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. So this guy, Ali Velshi, just fucking lays the hammer down on this guy, Jim Jordan. Not only is that the whitest name ever, but he's the most disingenuous person on the planet. But Ali Velshi just murking people, so make sure you guys check this dude out.